Stephen, thank you for being here. What a great time with you this afternoon and this morning. I think our agents have evolved to a whole new level of being a nerd.
Oh, it's so fun.
And I know you would appreciate that for sure.
Thank you for having me. It's a great group of agents.
Yeah, it really is. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about and kind of record with this is how people make decisions. Because in today's world, listings, as you noted, are at a premium. Us in the industry, we constantly say, here's what we can do for you. And I want to switch up that narrative. I want to switch that narrative to here's how buyers decide based on the information, facts, and data that like you have.
Buyers are they are in it constantly. They're constantly on their apps waiting for the next home to come on the market. So they're very, very educated. And when they're looking, that's all that they can think.
So I guess it's safe to say that buyers are more educated than they've ever been with the use of AI.
Yeah.
And just the general information that's out there from Zillow to Realtor.com, Redfin, et cetera, et cetera.
I think everybody's leaning heavily on AI to a point where it's actually at a fault.
Okay.
They look at it more of like godlike deity, like it has all the answers, which it really doesn't. It's going to pull from everything, and if you pull from everything, it's going to be a skewed result. It's not going to give you the true flavor of what's really going on, which argues to how do they get the real honest to goodness data and statistics.
And most people don't give it proper prompts anyway.
No, boy, the prompts are hard.
Yeah, that's for darn sure. Under the category of pricing, reduction equals less net. Explain that to me, what you were explaining to our agents today.
Yeah, everybody should care about how much they net. And when you don't accurately price, you will net less. It's very important for them to understand you can't put a little bit of extra cushion for negotiations. You can't test the market. If you do that, it's just a recipe for netting less because you have to reduce the price to where the house is going to sell. Buyers look at all the comps. So it's very imperative that you have to look at all the recent pending and closed sales data, and you go comp by comp to arrive at price. There are nuances, and you have to understand the nuances, but it's the superior inferior for all the different following reasons so you can arrive at the right price, because that's how buyers are going to do it. They are going to offer what is referred to as fair market value. 77% of all closed sales did not reduce the asking price. And they net, and you look at the sales to last price ratio, take the median of that, they got 100%. And they're on the market for 10 days. Now, if they reduce the asking price between 1% and 4%, they actually net less. I think the number was 98.6% in the month of May. And they're on the market for over a month.
Of their original list price.
Their last list price.
Their last
not even original. So
that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
So last list
price. If they got 98.6, that $1 million property sold for 986, they just threw away 14 grand.
Exactly.
And they're on market for a month. Those that reduced the asking price by 5% or more, they got 98%. Sounds great. That's 980,000. They threw away 20 grand compared to the person that took advantage of the market. And it's such an important conversation because a lot of sellers, they get off to the stinking thinking that if it sells quickly, they left money at the table. Sure. But that's not what it is, because you only get one shot at a first impression. And buyers are waiting for that next property to come on.
So let's go back now and go a little bit deeper. Talk to me about days on the market versus expected selling time. I love this.
We're in the process of trademarking expected market time. So what we really follow and what everybody should follow is where's the inventory at? So we're looking at active available number of homes, and we're looking at demand. It's just the last 30 days of pending sales activity. That tells you how many people are transacting. And then we came up with expected market time based upon that. We do the division. It's better than days on market, because during the Great Recession, we hit over a 400-day expected market time, and days on market was 90. But it's kind of like how long it would take to sell the number of homes on the market. There are 100 homes on the market, and and the last 30 days of pending sales activity is 100. This is during like COVID. Based upon the current amount of homes that are going in escrow, if there's 100 on and 100 went off in the last 30 days, you'd expect it to go off those 100 in the next 30 days. And that's a 30-day expected market time, and that's fast. Now, if you have 100 homes on the market, yet there are only 10 that went into escrow in the last 30 days, based upon those 10 that are going in every month, it would take 10 months to exhaust those 100.
So would an agent take that information and then break it down into price bandwidth, price banding? Would that work?
Yeah. So we're actually doing that on our back end for subscribers.
Oh,
That's
okay.
called nerdlabhq.com. It's
Okay,
coming.
perfect.
And from there, they're able to get into their city and do it by price range.
Okay.
And we're going to do attached and detached both so that they can see what's the true speed of the market in Fountain Valley between 1.5 and $2 billion.
I love your expected marketing time, because I've always felt like days on the market is such a false misreading of the market. It's like looking under the hood of a car,
Right.
saying this is what's really driving the engine. All the aggregators, they all show the days on the market.
Right.
So and that's what buyers are looking at, right?
Right.
They're looking at days on the market. And is that detrimental to a seller? Potentially.
Sure.
I mean, because they're going to make decisions based on, well, I see it's been on the market for 35 days, and homes in the area are selling for 2 weeks. So there must be something wrong with the house, price, or the location, right?
Which is why I came up with it in the 1990s to
Yeah.
educate my buyers and sellers and people that I knew.
Where have I been since the 1990s, man?
Because that's what it is. That's what happens when you have a quantitative economics and
Yeah,
decision sciences background.
That's what we all need. Is that what it takes to be in real estate nowadays?
Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
helping you. So we
all
do. We're all nerds, and I'm just helping you nerd out.
Oh, I love it. I love to nerd out. I see on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it may be, social media, a lot of agents like to post information about market reports. They want to tell us what the market's doing. Sometimes there's loud music playing in the background, rock music. Sometimes there's music that puts you to sleep. A lot of people are very animated. They have different backgrounds. What's your view of that? And more importantly, here's what I want to drill down to. If we as agents want to give something to the consumer, what is the best bits of information and data we can provide to the consumer? How does the buyer decide is going to matter? How do we become the authoritative agent in this particular case?
Yeah. So
A lot of questions.
yeah, no. In reports on housing, we're a bunch of nerds. That's why we started Nerd
Love
Lab
it. I
HQ,
love
but
it.
we are inviting all agents to be nerds
I'm a
too.
closet nerd, okay?
Yeah, because
So-
our clients all expect us all to be nerds. They expect everybody in the real estate industry to be nerds, and that's who they're going to want to deal with, the person that's nerding out and knows all the data and statistics and trends so that they don't have to look for themselves under the hood. It's just constantly barraging with knowing the facts and data of the community, of the areas that they're working in. It's not just about who's got the best TikTok dance or who make the funniest little commercial. I mean, that stuff helps, but you better have the narrative of you deliver all the facts, the data, all the information. You know the area. You are the person that they need to go to knows the area better than anybody else. And follow the main statistics are supply, available number of homes within an area, and then demand, the last 30 days of pending sales activity. Once again, that's that supply and demand, that whole pendulum, which right now is very, very balanced. And the balance could be thrown off by interest rates going down or up, or supply going down or up. And then it's the expected market time that we talked about over and over again. It's this true speed of the market. And so that's extremely important. And if I was dealing with sellers, it's the number of people that are delisting. I would highlight the percentage of people that are delisting on a monthly basis based upon how many
And when you say delisting, that would be withdrawns, expired, canceled. Okay.
Delisting tells you that there are sellers that don't really have to sell. They are missing the motivation, not priced right, A, but B, the lack of motivation shows up in price. So those are the metrics. It's knowing those metrics so well that you can regurgitate it to everybody.
That you're building confidence in a seller.
Sure.
They have confidence in you. They trust you. You become the authority.
Yeah.
And you know how to translate that information to logical language, articulate it well, and even draw them a picture, narrative, if you will.
Sure.
Right? Of what the market's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't thank you enough. And I think for those of you that are out there, the perfect solution is to subscribe to Stephen's The Housing Report. I think it's definitely worthwhile. I know that we have a number of agents that do, and we're going to continue to pursue that. So I think that's where it is in today's market, being the authoritative agent. So thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
No, for sure.